Hello YouTube, we're back onto our free day. So we have to go do our rounds and talk with everybody. Let's start with Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Take care while you're out, Masserine. I shall be sure to prepare a tremendous feast for all of you while you're away. I'll be looking forward to it. By the way, does what happened this morning pretty indicative of how things usually are between you and Elisa? At a glance, it seemed like you were arguing, but if you paid attention, you could tell that that was the case. Precisely. We have been together for quite a while now. As such, it was a relief to see that she's very much the same as she always was. Now it seems she knows how to handle any sort of situation. I can see why she has no trouble dealing with Elisa, at least. Please come to me should you have any requests. I'll do everything I can to accommodate your wishes. Especially since you're so close a friend to Lady Alyssa. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, that went over your head. Oh yes, your instructor also happens to stay here. Does she not? I should formally introduce myself to her when she returns. Probably a good idea. Alright, this is actually a re-recording because I botched the first recording of this. With a big old BRB sign on top of it. So we're going through all of it again. Well, at least part of it. Okay, so let's start here. On the Lovebird's house. Kurt loves the sweets. His favorites are berry tarts, so he's always asking me to make more. How about you try your hand at making one sometime? Oh, nice. Harrison's at work and Kurt's off to Sunday school. I do hope they both have good days today. When they get back, I'll have a delicious meal waiting for them. Oh, Kurt's at Sunday school, right. Oh, hi Crow. Yo, how are you feeling about your first midterms? Well, I think I passed at the very least. How about you? Sitting slightly above average, I think. Would have gone better if I could have gotten my hands on a list of the test questions in advance, though. Damn, should have seen if Old Man Mitch was good for it. You know, I really doubt he'd have something like that for sale. I wonder. Some pretty cool things end up making their way into the shop sometimes. Old Man Mitch's an interesting guy, so I end up coming here pretty often. You looking for Sarah? Not gonna be back till later. Oh, so you already knew she wasn't interested? Nope. Real convincing there, Mitch. You got the time to stand around staring at me, you got the time to go back to your dorm and study. Don't get complacent just because midterms are over. Next exam I'm gonna blindside you otherwise. Talk to the maid I've never seen before cleaning the streets this morning. Wonder which of the upper class students she serves. The fact that she showed up now rather than at the beginning of the academic year strikes me as rather odd, however. This morning I was greeted by a maid I'd never seen before. She seemed like quite a skilled one too. Aaron, I guess. And finally, there's the florist and the boutique owners. Alright, I've compiled a list of every single kid girl in Trista. Typical Rex. It'd be great just hop a train and travel from place to place. There's so many kid girls out there, and I want to take pics of all of them. I'm really jealous of how often your class gets to travel. It would be amazing if our club could travel around the Empire taking photos as we went. But given our limited budget, the best you can manage would be a trip to Heimdall. Oh well, it's not like we students can do much about budgeting issues. We'll just need to focus on getting great photos in our own backyard. Hell yeah. Apparently that girl there is the gardening club's newest member. So wonderful to see people's interest in gardening grow. Have to help her out as much as possible if she has any questions. Apparently that girl there is the... Hello, Fee. What's up with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. I need to go and get tools. I see, sounds tough. I'm prepared to see you this series about something though. It happens sometimes. Should I give it a hand? Not right now. There's one thing you need to every day is to make food. It means you need to brave the elements and head out to buy ingredients every day too. Things so takes courage to be sure, but what part of being a housewife doesn't? Well then, let's have another wonderful day of shopping. That's what's important, shopping. Oh, hello. Becky seems pretty disappointed by how she did on the midterms. I tried to help her study, I really did, but she wasn't having it. I suppose she's the type to be completely unaware of trouble until until something bad happens. I even tried to help Becky study, but she simply wasn't having it. It really does seem hopeless. Ah, no, I didn't do so well on those exams. Maybe I should have listened to Hugo and studied a wee bit more. I didn't expect them to be this hard. Not quitting my jobs though. Commerce is what I live for. Next time I'll just balance both studying and working. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That Becky girl's a pretty good worker for her age. I like the cut of her jib. I think I'll give her a little bonus. Being able to cheer other folks up, it's always a good thing in my books. Titled at Sunday school today. The good girl, so I know she's just studying away. Oh, hello, Reen. I heard you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in the store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. Surprised how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Nah. We'll do that later. Okay, let's go and get Radio Trista done. Orbital radios weren't nearly as common 3 years ago as they are now. It was a real struggle when I first started Radio Trista. Build up a little listenership. I used to sell radios for super cheap at bars and places like that. Man, bring back memories. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that radios are way more common nowadays since they're so dang affordable. Things are looking up for us. Popularity is on the rise and we've got even more great stuff lined up. Radio Trista is only getting started. Welcome to Radio Trista, home of the ever-popular Appentime. Our listenership is through the roof with how popular Misty is. The director is, of course, overjoyed by this. I'm happy for him. Listenership for Appentime is through the roof. Yes, I'm glad to see that everyone's enjoying the show. Hello, Dolly. Everyone's looking so cheerful now that they've finished their midterms. I think some of those smiles might be turned upside down before long though. Adults Day at Tours tends to do that. I guess there are 2 or 3 more days until this happy atmosphere gets torn to shreds by midterm results. Oh well, it's probably best for everyone to just forget all about that and enjoy the cheerful mood while they still can. Old Man Abbott. I started listening to that newfangled Orbital radio recently. Quite the contraption. It will even tell you the news. It was a bit more personal to hear someone discussing the news than reading about it in the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, yo, you hungry? You don't want to be one of those students who get heat stroke or whatever right after their midterms, do you? Get some eats to beat the heat. Don't get so lazy just because your midterms are over. Some kids stop taking care of themselves and get sick. You don't really seem the type though, so I guess we're good. Here. Making sure. Alright, we're missing the boutique. Yay, all new summer fashions are in stock and ready to be bought. Not only that, but there's this huge clearance sale on their spring lineup. Wait a minute, I buy these and save them for next year. I can save myself a real bundle. I'm a genius. Time to buy myself a new wardrobe. Sure, I'm not going to wear any of it until next year, but it's the principle of the thing. It's gradually getting warmer now that the rainy season is coming to an end. A friendly reminder that summer is fast approaching. As it so happens, we have the latest summer fashions in stock, so please explore our lineup at your leisure. Can I interest you in the latest summer fashions? We have plenty of wares in stock designed to suit you students, so I recommend you take a look. Okay. So that's all done, just kindness. Bookstore. So, how do you feel now that the midterms are done with? Don't make the mistake of thinking that you don't have to study now that the exams are over. I recommend going over your answers to see where and how you went wrong when you get your tests back. Studying regularly is something that will benefit you in the long run, especially since you still got your final exams and advancement tests to do too. Yeah. Dude, midterms just ended. Just come on, man. Oh, right there. Favorite Lake Lord. You really do owe Klein. He's a very good teacher, so Emil's always happy to have him visit. He's always there to listen to Emil's worries and give him advice too. We'd be lost without him. Klein's willingness to listen and to give Emil advice really is a big help, especially since Emil is sort of wanting for friends nowadays. Klein will be here to tutor me today. Sunday school is far too easy for me to waste my time with, so I need a tutor to keep me mentally stimulated. Though, because I don't attend, all I have to do most days is sit in my room and study. There's nothing much for me to do, so I usually just sit in my room and study all day. Bet everyone who goes to Sunday school has a lot more fun. Well, you could still go there. Sunday school is currently in session. Even the mischievous children seem to be studying hard at the moment. Hope that I'm able to get along with them all soon enough. I haven't had much of a chance to acquaint myself with all the children into having to study for exams myself. Perhaps today might be the ideal chance to do so. Maybe. Oh, hello, Father. Conflict between the noble and reformist factions continues to pervade every aspect of our country. And now, rumors are spreading that they plan to take up arms against one another. What a sad state of affairs. I can only hope that our children won't suffer because of this. Fires of conflict between the two factions seem to be burning more intensely by the day. I can only hope that our children won't suffer because of this. Could you please be quiet, Kay? You're distracting me. Also, you got the very first question wrong. How can it be so hard for you to understand basic stuff like this? Shut up! Oh well, I already knew you were hopeless. Let me see if I can help you out. Just seeing a book makes me want to hurl. Looks like Emil ain't showing up today either. Man, what a jerk. Just because he's a bit smarter than the rest of us, thinks he's too cool for Sunday school? He'll stop coming to Sunday school because he thinks he's too smart. Big-headed jerk. I get to hear a story about the goddess Hades today. I love hearing stories about Hades. Sunday school is in session today. Is there any joy greater than passing wisdom from one generation to the next? Well, time for another fun day of learning. Things can get somewhat hectic with the children so full of energy. Still, as long as they enjoy learning, you could hardly ask for more. Oh. I know, the answer's 6. I think the fish Kenny gave me made me smarter. Okay. Ruby, I forgot to sis ask me to get for dinner. Guess I'll go ask her after Sunday school's over. Looks like I'm not gonna have time to hang out with Kay today. Unfortunate. So just the dormitories now? Oh, hello, Celine. That's a weird meow. My cat doesn't mew like that. Oh, finally done. Now I can head out for the day. Heimdall's only 30 minutes away by train, so maybe I'll hang out there for a while. Okay. Oh, monk. Everyone's so busy with their clubs these days. That's perfect. I want everyone to make the most of their youth. Laughter, tears, nerves, romance, it's all potential material to me. I want everyone to make the most of their youth. Their stories will all become my material. Nifty. I hear that your dormitory now is its own caretaker. Also hear that she's incredibly skilled, especially when it comes to cooking. No, she's not going to outshine me. As the caretaker of the upper class dorm, I refuse to be outshone. Okay. Maid competition, man. Serious business. I hear that one of the Rainford family maids is now stationed at Class 7's dormitory. He's said to have a marvelous work ethic. I would have expected no less from a maid of such an esteemed family. As servants of high respected families, I believe it would be enjoyable for the two of us to get to know each other. I hear that one of the Rainford family... Yeah, there they are. So now it's time to do the rounds on school. There's a lot of people hanging around. I'm guessing it's the lacrosse club. Oh, where's Alyssa? I refuse to accept any blame for this. It's Alyssa's fault for bringing a maid into her dorm. She can't do that. She's a commoner after all. Wow. I didn't step a single toe out of line. Perhaps I was just a slightly bit too harsh on her. What am I saying? All of my actions are completely justified. Oh, that was a quick turnaround. Liz and Ferris got into a big argument earlier. And here I thought I could get a friendly post-midterm match going. So much for that, I guess. Make my life a whole lot easier if those two just got along. Don't they know that lacrosse is all about teamwork? There's nothing wrong with getting into arguments every now and again. In fact, Emily and I argued all the time as first years. There's one good thing about fights, that they are honest. Honesty is the only way you can truly bond with someone. Nothing on with getting into arguments. Hello, Uses. Ew. Wow, your clothes are covered in dirt. You're even more into this than I realized. It's just dirt, hardly an issue. Takes a good deal of effort to take care of horses. Suppose it's only not natural to end up like this. Suppose you're right. Nope. I shouldn't give him a hand. Just me or is Yuzi's Alborea actually taking this cute club seriously? It might just be my imagination. It's not. Nothing quite as refreshing as going to a post-exam ride. Come, Whitcomb, today we ride for the sake of freedom! The horses were cooped up in the stables for the entirety of the exam period, so they must be relieved they're over too. Come, Whitcomb, today we ride for the sake of freedom. Okay, so gymnasium now. Oh, yeah, gymnasium. Laura said she wasn't feeling up for practice today. I was shocked, but there must be something she needs to sort out. I get the feeling that she's not exactly ready to talk about it yet either. Seems like Laura has more than enough stuff to worry about. I get the feeling that we should just let her be, for now at least. I don't think I've ever seen Laura not put her all into something. I can't blame her for taking a break. I guess it's none of my business though. I should be worrying about how much effort I'm putting in. I don't think I've ever seen yada 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 yada. Oh, hello Monica. Laura's been instructing me non-stop since I joined the club, but I haven't improved at all. I'm just not getting better no matter how much I try. Maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. To be honest, I wasn't exactly thrilled to come back to this club after midterms are over. Laura might be a harsh teacher, but I can't let myself be intimidated. I need to put on as much effort as she does. Yes. Don't be intimidated. Do it. A rematch between Patrick and Alan seems to be the perfect way to get things going again after midterms. Now then, let's get started. I'll be the judge of this match. Remember, keep it fair. Damn, didn't expect something like this so soon after our exams. Guess we've got some hotheads on our hands, huh? First years. Fiddle's looking pretty excited about the whole thing, though. Whatever, might as well let him go at it. I've been practicing every bit as hard as I've been studying, Patrick. This time you're going down. Very well, come at me then. I'll brush you aside like the dirt you are. He keeps looking down on me. I will not let him beat me this time. Got some bad news for you, Alan. Huh, I'm impressed that you have the guts to ask me for a rematch. That said, a brave commoner is still a commoner. He'll hardly be a diversion. Yeah, probably is good. Patrick's gonna win. There's no need to worry about test results. You don't rank these flowers while you raise them, right? The most important thing is to grow up strong and healthy. There's more to life than test results. Yeah, we don't rank these flowers. Evie, I can't help but love pranking Lindy. It's just so easy. I really can't think of a better toy, or friend, than a twin sister. Linda and I have little bet going on our exams. And the best part is, no matter who wins, I win! And now we wait. Yeah, I know what the bet is. You worried about your exam results? Look, don't sweat stuff like that when you're out fishing. If your mind's not at peace when you set up your line, there's no point in even being out here. You'll never catch a thing with worries on your mind. Don't sweat your exam results. Okay. Anyone here? Nope. Yeah, there's that story event. Start with the chat. Now that the exams are over, the cafeteria is getting busy again. Not that I mind, I like it when this place gets lively. I should probably stock up on our ingredients. Probably. Everyone's all fired up about practicing with their clubs for the first time in a while. Hopefully they'll all go and work up a big appetite. Wouldn't want them to go too crazy and hurt themselves though. You're headed off somewhere too, huh? Well, the same goes for you. Don't get too excited and hurt yourself out there. Okay? Between the exams and endless rain, the sports clubs haven't had a chance to practice together for quite a while. Today's their first chance in a long time, so they've all been in buying bread and stuff to eat during practice. They're all so fired up. Guys, I'm sorry, I've been snapping up most of my bread supplies. Still today's first day they've had practice in a while. Just hoping it's a good one. Dorothy! What is this exactly? The outline for our next work, of course. It's a pure love story focused on boys who devoted themselves to sports, body and soul. Don't worry though, I'll let you join in on the fun too. You'll be helping me out once I got the route draft written up. Partly aware that this genre is popular with women, thinking firsthand is really... Does you really intend to have me help with this? I missed the last bit. Felt so good after finishing those exams that I was inspired to plan out an amazing new story. All I need is to focus on writing it. Felt so good after finishing those exams that I was inspired to plan out a new amazing story. Now all I need to do is focus on writing it. You're really something, Machias. You're always calculating your next move. I've got to figure out how to do that. Really? That's, I think, the basis of chess. Wow, he looks like he's really into it. Ah, hello there, Ian. Sorry, I was caught up in my game there. No worries, sorry if I disturbed you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? You seem way more focused than I expect for a regular match. Indeed, there is, not just any match either. It's a match that will determine the fate of this club. I have every intention of completely dominating the upper class students. This always seems pretty interesting. Should I stick around and watch? Nope. Hello, Beryl. Those tests are of little concern to me. My special charms work just as I had hoped. Yeah, I have a powerful guardian spirit watching over me after all. Believe it or not, my grades are actually very good. Tell thanks to my guardian spirit. I like Beryl. It's interesting. Oh. What? Oh, he's not here? What sorcery is this? What's happening to the world that Toy is not there? Hey, library it is. Guessing she's involved with the quest. As soon as the exams are over, so too is the library's brief period of popularity. Once the students put their pencils down on that final test, I suppose the last thing they want to see is another book. Not I can blame them. I was no different when I was your age. Well, if nobody is looking to check out a book, I think it's time I do a little cleaning. I see some dampness building up here after all. Oh, there is actually someone here though. So the rain finally let up, did it? You'll be missing it before you know it. Things are about to get a whole lot hotter. Make sure to take care of yourself. You wouldn't want to get sick now, would you? Especially if you're spending all that time in that old schoolhouse. There's no way that could be healthy. There is someone there. Our midterms are finally over, and I had ample room for improvement. Time to hit the books even harder. Bro, take a bit of a chill. At least for like a bit. Healthy. Sunday school is in session at the church today. I hope that Trude is paying attention. I find myself worrying about him from time to time. He tends to get carried away with everything he does. Sunday school is in session. Okay, same thing. Let's go say hi to Clyde. His name, right? Geiler. Some students have practice already started their club practice for the day. Nice seeing youngins these days are so full of energy. Well, everyone's gonna be using the equipment. I'd better get going on some maintenance. It's nice seeing youngins these days are so full of energy. Make sure all the equipment they'll need for their clubs is primed and ready to go. Everyone looks as if they've had a large weight lift off of them now that exams have drawn to a close. But as often the case, that feeling of relief can lead to foolish behavior and even accidents. The last thing anyone wants is to spend their free day stuck in bed with some sort of terrible injury. Try not to let your post-exam relief cloud your judgment. That goes double for the entirety of Class 7. Nobody wants anything to go wrong while you're in this old schoolhouse. It's there. So much food, so much pain. I was so happy that exams were over that I wanted to eat a ton of food to celebrate. Ugh. Seems like just ate too much, man. Oh, hello, Makarov. I can't even be bothered grading these. I could write a program to do it for me and save myself some hassle. It wouldn't take too long if I started the code from the image recognition program I wrote a while back. No good can come of this. Computers exist to make our lives easier, right? It would be crazy not to take advantage of that. Alright, time to get coding. I see your face traces of both exhaustion and relief. That's exactly how it should be. Examinations are a chance for you to push yourself to your limits. Take your results to heart. If you are dissatisfied, you must simply increase the effort you're putting in. Speaking of dissatisfaction, I haven't seen your instructor around anywhere. She has the exams of her own to grade. One can only hope that she hasn't decided to disregard her duties in order to go out boozing. Unbelievable! To think that one of our instructors could do such a thing. Ah, Instructor Sarah. Only 2 first years managed to answer every question correctly. Do I expect too much of my students? Maybe I made my questions a bit too hard. No kidding, the last question was especially ridiculous. I guess I'll have to study harder next time. First years have a remarkably low average overall. Could my questions have been a little too hard? Just a little. Just a smidge. A lot of people down there. I've been informed that you'll be investigating the old schoolhouse today. Be sure to make use of what I've taught you in class. Prepare for every eventuality and proceed with caution. Understood? Understood. I'll get in contact with the Lieutenant General myself. Sure that he'll consider the current state of affairs when making his decision. Okay. I received another report of odd noises coming from the old schoolhouse. Based on what we learned last month, it's highly likely that the building structure changed yet again. Please take care during your investigation. Simply no telling what may happen. Received another report about noises. Please take care. Yeah. Oh, the student council is here. We're just about to hold a meeting. Why aren't you using the student council room, you ask? Well, use this room for more important meetings, wise guy. The first thing on our agenda is the pool, and then after that... Student council's work is split up pretty evenly between us. But that just means we're all busy all the time, so it's tough for us to have everyone attend on meeting. Time for our meeting draws near. My duty as an upper class student to carry the academy upon my back. Nice work today, Reen. Are you looking forward to the midterm results announcements as much as I am? It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished their midterms, though. You bet, now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much in fact that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival, someone wants to use the swimming pool next month, there's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who'd actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Reen. As busy as ever, maybe there's something I could do to help. Nope, not right now. Hello, Mary. I had planned on cleaning the club room a little bit now that I finished grading exams. You can imagine my surprise when I came along to find everyone already here. Truly, nothing could make a teacher happier than to see students so dedicated to their work. The art club has been blessed with some truly devoted members. Of course, the same could be said of all the other clubs as well. Ours has no shortage of dedicated students. The art club has been blessed with some truly devoted members. Everyone's running around like going on about their test scores like they're something important. But in the end, test scores are merely numbers. And as such, they are inconsequential to my art. In the end, test scores are nothing but numbers. As such, they are inconsequential to my art. Midterms gave me a chance to come up with a clear image of what I want to paint. planning on submitting anything to contests or competitions though. For now I'll just focus on fighting for myself. Feeling pretty confident about my performance in our midterms. Not especially concerned about how I ranked, but I hope our class scores well overall. Vivi decided it'd be a good idea to compete for the highest exam scores. She claims she has a special punishment in store for whoever loses. So now, in addition to exam stress, I'm terrified about whatever she's planned. Honestly, I'm more worried about Vivi's test scores than my own. What could she be scheming? I know what she's scheming. You'll see that later. Oh, Margarita. Time to make some new cookies for my next encounter with my darling Vincent. Ho ho ho. What should I add to them this time, I wonder? Time to make some new cookies. Okay. Lately, Margarita's been putting more enthusiasm than ever into her cooking. Is it because we're done with exams? Well, either way, can get complacent. They even experiment with food that most people would be scared to be in the same room with. Okay. Oh, the wind orchestra. Bell, this flute isn't working. Try blowing into the mouthpiece, Mint. Oh. Everyone's a bit out of practice after those exams. We all need to get back into the swing of things. That goes triple for Mint. Whoopsie. Guess I got a bit carried away now that my tests are done. I think. Oh, hello, Elliot. Nothing relaxes me quite like cradling a violin in my hands. Especially since I never had much of a chance to play during our midterms. Yeah, most clubs put their regular meetings on hold while exams are going on. I'm pretty happy though. It's that obvious, huh? I'm planning on pretty much spending the entire day just playing. After not playing for so long, I'm out of form, so I need to get back into it. Kind of interesting seeing him play. Nah. See, so there's somebody on the roof. I guess now we went through everything, right? With it. So time to start our bonding event. We're gonna start with Alyssa. Is this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. See. So, what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon. And you ran off. Here. How many times am I going to have to deal with this? She's pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. Yeah. I'm probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Alyssa? Better not let these things, better to let these things out and bottle them up. Green. Thanks. Whoops, I knew I forgot to lock up. There we are. Wait, did you just lock the door? Seems like it. Guess we're locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... So it's just Reen and me here in the dark behind a locked door. No, Eliza, focus. It's all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Paris and I weren't arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when what? Oh, Sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. You know what I mean? She's going to be at the academy anyway, might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister. To you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Alyssa. There you go. Saved by Sharon. Sharon, what are you doing here? Wherever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? She knows how to make an entrance, I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it was you were up to in here. Don't even joke about that. Bond with Elisa strengthened. Me and Elisa out of tier, huh? I really can't let my guard down around you, Sharon, can I? Whatever, I'll let you up this time since you unlocked the door for us. I wouldn't do any luck for your sake, Lady Alyssa. After all, I want to think of me as an elder sister. Stop that, it's embarrassing. I feel a little bit better now that I've gotten that out of my system. Thanks for listening, Reen. That's what I'm here for. I would do anything for your sake, Lady Alyssa. After all, we've been together for so many years, we're practically family. Okay, now we need to go general store, because we need to bond with Laura. Oh, hello, Reen. Good to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. Surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Why don't I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. Oh, Mishy plushie. They have a wide variety of items here on display. Most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? That's because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Does this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds for one thing, that's a difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of the items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but... Mishy plushie? Green grabbed the cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. How about this Mishy plush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. Certainly charming to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed the strap with blue-haired muscular man attached to it. This doggy character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Oh, this is more challenging than I had expected. Reen and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique tastes. In the end though, they ended up purchasing the Mishy plush. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Reen. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I am ever to truly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that would be fun. I see what you're doing. What you did there, Reen. Reen and Laura leveled up Link. Oh, cover. But it changes between the characters. That's interesting. Wasn't aware. What's this stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club, but I need to go and get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kinda rare to see you this serious about something now. It happens. Sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Spending time with Fee. This will consume a bonding point. Yes. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Oh. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. He took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Reen. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Know what they're called though. Someone gave them to me since when I was in the corps. Had them ever since. Ah. You know how to raise them then? Yep, they told me how. They're kinda joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Adel. I don't know much about love though. And maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your corpse sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family, in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were all a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. They're just being narrow-minded though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation the Jaegers have than anything else. There are some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. Never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Ree and Fee bought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the chemist's flower blade to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. They grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Your bond with Fee strengthened. Okay, counterattack and cover. Oh. Let's... no. I need to find Vincent. Where the hell is Vincent? Storage building. Oh, there he is. Academy Field. Let's get that. Why are you here? Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed it is. Standing before you is the nobleman overflowing with love and pathos. The one, the only, Vincent for all. I presume that you are the Cupid that the assistant council sent me. Quite a character. He really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown to expect from Class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the Student Council, yes. Haha, then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So based on your request and my nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you? Yes, something along those lines. You have some time to spare. If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Let's hear it. Please elaborate on your request. Fine answer indeed. Although before we continue... Sarifa is currently nowhere to be seen. Now I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sarifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Well, that's apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I've received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer there is no question signs with naught but a nom de plume. Not that what I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but I'm sure it's appropriate for me to try and find her. They are anonymous after all. So take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining, hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. Suppose I'll have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with the 3rd letter. Would hardly be worthy of the plural name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. So, do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do indeed. The first thing is that she's a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. The grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are the flowers used when confessing your love to someone, right? Aha, quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if you ask the florist to purchase one, precisely, you'll be able to discover just which high maiden has sent these letters to me. You take this task for me then. As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on our pseudonym and their use of a grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Not to mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, seems like I neglected to mention that very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden, a nickname taken from the daughter of a baron married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see. You can say I've heard the story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well, I'll leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. I shall leave the investigation in your capable hands. I look forward to the good word. Okay, I know precisely where it is, but I guess we should go to the gardening shop. Excuse me, would you mind if I ask you a question? Not at all, go ahead. You can explain the situation to Jane and asked about any first years who have recently purchased any grand roses. Wouldn't be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. They asked me to keep their identity secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Remember though, it's your job to give the Mystery Center your support and nothing more. I wish her best of luck. The request is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right, I count the 3 first years who made a grand rose purchase recently. Class order barrel from class 3, Vivi from class 4 and Rosine from class 5. I see. Thank you very much for the help. The fact that she mentioned Vivi has me worried. Hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all. Good luck. Excuse me, you're Rosine from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick kind of personal question for you. Explain the situation and ask if it was her who sent the letters to Vincent. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a gun and a rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then. It's fine. Okay, so then they keep their usual... And then it was Vivi and who else was it? I saw Vivi. Where did I see? Student Union? No. The garden, courtyard. I never talked to P again. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I don't know if I can though. They'll do fine, trust me. I suppose. We'll see how things go. Hopefully they bloom. What's up, Reen? Were you so taken with my feminine charms that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? That's something I'd like to ask you. Reen explained the situation to Vivi and asked if she was the one who sent Vincent the letters. Well now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Linda to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a grand rose though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Pretty much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Linda. I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this. I can't help. I can... Huh? So... What? Oh, it was... End of the story, I think. No, it wasn't Becky then. Who was it? I'll have to ask the lady again. I cannot recall who was the last one. Guess the new girls finished planting our seeds then. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll bloom into some very pretty flowers. Flowers always respond to us, take good care of them after all. Oh, Beryl, that's it. Yeah. Pretty sure it isn't Beryl. Pretty sure it's Margarita. I don't know why. I mean, maybe she just didn't buy them. You're Beryl from class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Reen told Beryl about his investigation and asked if she was the one who sent Vincent the letters. Do I seem like the kind of girl who would be interested in romance? I need to purchase the Grand Rose to use it in a ritual, that's all. I see, that answers my question. Now I'm wondering what that ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. That's all 3 girls the forest told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. Guess the trail's gone cold. I should report back to Vincent for now. Really? That's a link. Let me see if I can get something special out of Margarita, since I know it's her. Trying to make some new cookies. Guess not. Trail's gone cold. Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought your mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that, I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious! You asked the florist as we discussed. I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased grand roses. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. And if not, if they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help. But there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the grand maid is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However... My darling Vincent! I found you! There she is. Who goes there? Is that your business? The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not have even the foggiest idea of who you... Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. He's dumbfounded. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. Ah, so that's how you got them. You're a part of Baron Dresden's family. Then, could it mean... Oh, so you know the story? Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. You know what's up? Inconceivable! How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? When her beauty pales in comparison to your own? Look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from my actual thought. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it's time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? You may choose one of 2 replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more. So that's how it is. Just when I think you couldn't be more adorable, to think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. I beg your pardon? There's no need to fear. Please have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Don't tell me. You've mixed something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. Stay back! Do not come any closer. You! Don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I am to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the... I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Tarifa. Dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Giver. Tarifa, I beg of you, please free me from this terrifying situation. I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is Tarifa you mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I am afraid that I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Florald awaits you there. I see. Then I have no choice. I must go at once. But... These cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now. I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. Margarita begrudgingly handed over the bag of cookies to Sarifa. Seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Oh, prismatic cape. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. Poor Margarita. That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter, there shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Secret admired, completed. Okay, and I guess we can go to the story event. Oh, just a second. No. 3. Okay, let's... Is it raining? Oh, it did. Just started raining. Okay, let's go and get this done with as well. Oh, I need to save. Okay, let's check this. What's happening here? Hey there, Reen. Thanks for stopping by. I asked where Alyssa and Laura are. Those two lovely flowers would do wonders in brightening up this dreary old building. Okay. Let's not make Reen's life even harder than it already is. Sorry, I shouldn't think out loud. I still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. That aside, the request was for me to assist with testing out the Yarwell bike, wasn't it? So what will I be doing? Oh please, I could hear you making those vroom vroom noises before I even stopped through the door. I was not. But wait, does that mean? Yeah, we wanted to ride the Yarwell bike. Nice. Me? I can't deny that. What I wanted this to be, but I never expected it to actually happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when you're actually ready to test. Before I start, however, you want to make sure you have the time. So how about it? You ready to ride? Yes. Okay, let's ride. Good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handles. I see. As you might expect, she and that bike are practically symbiotic when she's on it. It's a sight to behold. But because we've tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. I think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with strangers. Right. I'm really hoping I make it through this alive. Don't scare him now, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. But I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner. Which is great. You'll have a more objective opinion after you ride. I guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. Let's go. Ah, here's the full group. So, What are Toa and Crow doing here? Angie and George told us you'd be doing this. So I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toa's here. Like I said before, this bike's at least partially my baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Thanks. Bro, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Reen, just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked great for me. You can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right, thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. Didn't have any trouble then. It's a whole different beasts, but the basics of riding are the same. So, have fun! Thanks, Angelica, that helps. I won't let you down. Okay, now what? Okay then, that should be just about everything you need to know. I think I get it now. 3 things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears and coming to a stop, correct? That's right, you want to see how you can handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers, you might not really get them until you're on the bike proper though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine is simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next up is switching gears. For switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. I can do that. Last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You're going to want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and lightly to the back wheel. That should bring you to a smooth stop. If you do it the other way around. Strongly to the front, lightly to the back. That's a lot to remember. I think I can do this. Haha, that's the way. It's all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So what do you say? Ready to go? You bet. Now what? Is the minigame or... Right. Then first is starting up the engine. Whoa, this is pretty intense. Kind of reminds me of how it felt when I first rode a horse. Right, let's push those nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so I pull the clutch level, shift to first gear and twist the throttle. Now you've done that, all I need to do is let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What exactly did she say? The clutch quickly, slowly, steadily. Now we're talking, this is great! Okay, is this it? Ah, there he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. Gonna love it. Hopefully. I really wish they would have let me move around with it. Wow, this is amazing. I'm amazed at just how stable and smooth the ride is, too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to the speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle, then I need to pull in the clutch, change the gears, then release it. The only kid told me I had to handle this clutch a specific way during all of this. What was it again? Pull in quickly, release slowly? Alright, pull the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears. And after I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. Yes, I did that right. There we go. Perfect. I mean, it's the how a car works, right? Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, the fun's got to come to an end eventually. Probably about time to stop. Obviously, I'll need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? Strongly at the front, lightly at the back. Pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brakes and light on the rear brakes. I stopped almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. I think it's incredible though. Feels like I'm still riding along, even though I've come to stop. I guess I've got to snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. I better head back now. Yep. Welcome back, Reen. Well, how was it? I'm amazed, to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, the feeling of the wind as you ride along. Never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have ever prepared me for this. Just wow. Guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just screaming, "Let me go back out and ride!" Plain as day. Seems like you handled it really well too, based on your report. I have to admit, I didn't expect those kinds of results out of you. It's a pretty unwieldy machine. Even more impressive considering it was his first ride with her too. Nice to know that I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. You should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honor. Now I need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase. But let's do that at the engineering building. Good plan. Oh, they're having so much fun with this. Maybe too much. Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to make sure to tell Alyssa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing our bikes. Alyssa's mother is the chairman of the Rainford group, isn't she? I didn't know you're familiar with each other. The Ragnar and Rainford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, they're both big names in Row, right? Yeah, Angie's dad is one of the group's biggest shareholders too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, now you know. Lisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right. Although rare or not, Rainford will actually mass-produce the bikes in an entirely different manner. Their biggest goal is to turn a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today you're a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Looks like you get it. I guess my first impressions of you are right on the mark. I haven't properly thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token of my thanks. Ooh, Dragon Vein. Are you sure about this? It seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course, I'm sure you will be able to put it to good use. Well then, Reen. Thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like it if you could help us out next time we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. Born to be Horrible completed. Alright. You'll be happy to know, based on your input, I've started tweaking the parts that I can change. Looks like I'm gonna be busy with this one for a while yet. Okay. Now that I've seen you give it a shot, I want to go for a ride myself. George finishes those modifications soon. Okay. So I guess we'll end this bit here because the store room, the old schoolhouse is gonna be a whole episode, pretty sure. So thanks for dropping by and watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright? Bye bye.